Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. We're turning the focus on one of the valid trailblazers of funk and soul, the unbelievable Robert Kool-Aid. Robert helped shape the soundtrack of ages with immortal hits like Festival and Wilderness Boogie. Be that as it may, behind the music, there's an interesting story of progress, extravagance, and aspiration. In this video, we're going to take you on an excursion through cool and fantastic professions, from the ascent of his melodic realm to the rich way of life he appreciates today. We'll likewise step inside the universe of his multi-million-dollar manor and reveal how his persistent effort is taken care of as a total asset that is great. All the subtleties you really want are here in this video. How about we make a plunge now? Robert Kool-Aid, an American artist, musician, and bassist, has total assets of $6 million. He is broadly perceived as an establishing individual from the notable melodic gathering whole, also the Pack, which transformed the universe of jazz, soul, funk, disco, and R&B throughout the long term. They have accomplished huge business achievement, selling more than 70 million collections. Universally, the Gathering's broad list incorporates 26 studio collections with discharges traversing from 1969 to 2023. Kool and the group's commitments to the music business have not gone inconspicuous, procuring them 11 American Music Grant assignments alongside various wins, including Most Loved Soul R&B Team, Bunch in 1982, 1983, and 1986. They additionally got acknowledgement from the Spirit Train Grants, where they were selected for Collection of the Year for their collection Perpetually in 1987, and regarded with the Legend Grant in 2014. Notwithstanding these honors, the band was granted the Remarkable Accomplishment Grant at the MOBO Grants in 2003 and the Brilliant Camera Grant for a Lifetime Accomplishment in 2014. Kool and the group's inheritance is further solidified with a star on the Hollywood Stroll of Acclaim and acceptance into both the Vocal Gathering Lobby of Distinction in 2007 and the Wild Lobby of Popularity in 2014. Robert Ringer additionally appreciated acknowledgement as an independent craftsman, getting a Dark Reel Grant designation for Best Melody in 2004 for Siphon It Up from the Too Quick to Angry soundtrack. Robert is Kool. Chime conceived Robert Duke Ringer on October 8, 1950 in Youngstown, Ohio. He is a name equivalent with punk soul and the absolute most famous music of the 1970s and 1980s, the son of Robert Bobby Chime and Amina Bayan, who died in 1985 and 2014, respectively. Beauty's initial life was profoundly impacted by the two, his family's help and his submersion in music. Brought up in Jersey City, New Jersey, Beauty's character procured him the epithet Kool, a fitting moniker for a young fellow whose laid-back disposition would ultimately resound with millions all over the planet. Ringer's excursion to popularity started in 1964 when he and his sibling Ronald Ringer helped to establish the band that would come to be known as Kool and the group, initially named the Jazz-Acts. The Gathering's change into Kool and the group denoted the start of a long and celebrated vocation in the music business. In 1969, they delivered their self-named debut collection, a basic second in their climb to melodic, unmistakable quality. Anyway, it was only after the fact that the Gathering makes 1973, Wild and Tranquil, really got through, denoting their first appearance in the top 10 of the announcement Top R&B Hip-Hop Collections diagram. A significant defining moment came in 1973 when the band delivered their hit single, Out of Control Stuff, which denoted their first top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot R. What's more, B hip-hop melodies outline. Simply a year later, Hollywood swinging turned into another raving success, further getting the band's place in music history. These early victories laid the foundation for Kool, also the group's ascent to superstardom in the late 1970s. In 1979, the appearance of James J.T. Taylor as the band's lead singer flagged another time for Kool in the E-Group. Taylor's unmistakable voice and dynamic stage presence moved the Gathering to significantly more prominent levels. Their 1979 collection, Women Night, was a diagram-busting sensation, arriving at number 13 on the announcement 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip bounce collection's S diagram. The collection created hits like the title track, Women Night, and Excessively Hot, the two of which arrived at the main 10 on the announcement Hot Hot 100. The outcome of Ladies' Night procured it platinum status and denoted a turning point in the band's business achievement, expanding on that energy. Kool and the group circled back to celebrate in 1980. The collection was another enormous achievement, arriving at number 10 on the announcement. 200 and number 2 on the R&B graph, while its hit Single Festival became one of the band's generally persevering tunes. The melody beat out all competitors in the US, Canada, and New Zealand, and was affirmed platinum. In the two nations, it immediately turned into a song of praise, of bliss and solidarity, a demonstration of these ability to gather to make music that rose above ages and social partitions, all through the mid-1980s SK, and the group kept on delivering hit collection. Counting something extraordinary 1981, and as 1982, something extraordinary accomplished platinum status and delivered the hits Take My Heart. You can have it on the off chance that you need it and get down on it. The two of which became staples on the hot R&B hip-hop tunes Diagram, as one additionally yielded outline-beating singles like Huge Tomfoolery and We Should Go Moving Ooh La La. With these deliveries Kool and the group set their place as one of the best groups on the planet. Their prosperity gone on with collections like In the Heart of the 1983 Crisis, 1984, and For Eternity, 1986, every one of which performed well on the R&B diagrams. Crisis was especially imperative, accomplishing twice platinum status and delivering the hit singles. Joanna and Love, the two of which bested the diagrams. A new one more single from the collection, likewise arrived at number 1, further showing the band's capacity to produce diagram-beating hits regardless of the takeoff of J.T. Taylor in 1988. K and the Pack kept up with their significance in the music world. Their 18th studio collection, Sweat 1989, denoted another period for the gathering in spite of the fact that it didn't diagram as exceptionally as their prior discharges. After a time of relative calm, the band got back to the outlines with their 2007 collection, Actually Kool, which arrived at number 31 on the top R&B hip-hop collections diagram and went platinum in France. Kool and the Pack has proceeded to deliver new music in the years since with collections like Kool for these special seasons. 2013 Amazing Association, 2021, and individuals simply need to have a good time. 2023, these more up-to-date works have permitted the band to remain applicable in a consistently developing melodic scene, demonstrating that their capacity to make irresistible music has stayed solid over time. Starting around 2024, Robert K. Chime is still effectively visiting with Kool and the Pack, keeping the soul of funk and soul alive for new ages of fans through their music. Kool and the posse has done great things of diversion. What's more, Robert Kool Chime's commitment to the band's prosperity is irrefutable. With such a lot of progress, he moreover claims a portion of the accompanying important properties house in New Jersey. We settled in the quiet scenes of New Jersey. Robert Kool Ringer's house is a momentous safe haven that consolidates extravagance, security, and present-day solace. This far-reaching custom farm-style home ranges more than 5,000 square feet and sits on more than 2 sections of land of rich, wonderfully kept-up grounds. The property reflects beauty's refined taste and appreciation for the better things in life, filling in as an optimal retreat for the musician and his family, including his 2 children. Upon it are welcomed by a guest inside that oozes complexity. Open, roomy rooms stream normally, starting with one, then on to the next, making a consistent and welcoming climate. The format of the house is both great and, furthermore, down-to-earth, based on spaces that support unwinding and association with 4 liberally measured rooms and 3 very much named washrooms. Each side of the house is nicely intended to offer solace, protection, and style. One of the champion elements of Beauty's house is the connoisseur kitchen, a space that would catch the heart of any culinary devotee, planned with both usefulness and excellence as a main priority. The kitchen is furnished with best-in-class apparatuses, including 2 freezing fridges just past the kitchen. The family room coaxes with a dazzling 2-fold-sided chimney, including a stone compass that adds warmth and provincial appeal to the space. This chimney not just gives a comfortable point of convergence to the family room, yet in addition, likewise, broadens its mood to the adjoining engaging region, making an ideal setting for social occasions of various types. The engaging space itself is met Infully intended to address each issue total with an implicit wet bar cooler and sing whether facilitating a get-together or partaking in a calm evening at home. Chime and his family can unwind and engage easily. Because of these lavish conveniences, wine fans will find a blessing from heaven in the custom-built. Thanks for watching this video.